Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm here at Mount Vernon, Illinois at a TA, and I just thought, I got tons of time. My day's already over. I got tons of time to kind of just mess around, relax, all that fun stuff. And so I thought, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how I personally do a couple of truck stop backs. There's a couple of different options here, so I figure I'd just go over that with y'all. I'm already parked, but I figure, you know what, I'll walk it through with y'all, see how it goes. I'm just gonna PC here so that way I don't run any of my clock, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So right now I'm in a pull-through spot. There's a lot of pull-through spots. There's a couple of different ones, so I think we'll go over a pull-through spot first. So let's go ahead and roll the window down. This is in the new truck too, so this is also fun, but let's go ahead and engage here. Oh. The truck, this new truck honks at you if you didn't close the door right and you push the release the parking brake. It'll honk at you. It's funny because you have people looking at you kind of weird sometimes when you do that. I think you're honking at them, and it's like, I swear I'm not honking at you. I'm trying to park. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull out of here, right? So let's go ahead and pull out of here. Let's not hit this white truck. And we should be able to get it right through. Let me make sure to go a little bit tighter over here to the left. All right. I'll make sure I didn't hit that white truck on the way out. There's a couple different options here, so I'm gonna try to talk really loud because it's gonna get really, really loud over here with all the trucks running and then with my truck running, and I have the window down, so we'll see. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a pull through. So I want to take it left here. This guy in the red's probably wondering where the heck I'm going. So let me turn it left. And of course there's a truck here that's doing something, so that's great. So we're just gonna go around him. They're parked in like the most perfect spot you could be, right in the middle of the street when there's all of this over here, but let's just park right in the middle. All right, so the first thing is a pull-through spot, right? So here's, I got a pull-through. Well, I don't want to do that because there's no way to get out. I'd have to back out to get out. So here's a good pull-through right here. So to get to this pull-through, I'm gonna come up a little bit tight right here, and I'm gonna hook it right now. Hook it left. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a little bit past the spot here, about right here, and then I'm gonna start hooking it hard left, get around this little cone here. The trailer looks like it's gonna hit, but it's not. All I gotta do is keep this thing to the right. So once I get inside of this cone, you see how I'm there? Inside of the cone. I get inside of the cone a little bit more, so make sure I don't hit the cone. Then I can turn this thing all the way to the right. Boom, didn't hit that little cone. I'm not gonna hit this guy's truck as I fade out into the spot. Keep it nice and tight. Now I just straighten it out and go with the spot here. And then boom, I'm in the spot, perfect. I can stop it right here and I'm done, right? That's one, so we're good there. So let's do another one. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for this lady here to move, to go past, and I'm gonna park it right next to that white truck. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult because I gotta get past it. So we're gonna try to see, once we get past this, I'm gonna try to see if I can get next to that BT trailer right there. It's a diagonal one. Diagonal ones are always kind of funky. So let's keep moving. So we got it to one spot. That's really easy. That's how you do a pull through. It's not hard. You just got to take it nice and tight. Watch your surroundings. Make sure you don't hit anything around you and you'll be just fine. So we don't got anything coming over here. So let's go ahead and take it. We're going to have to start going kind of deep. I want to make sure we already cleared the cone. So now I can kind of take it all the way kind of here. Take it wide a little bit. Now I'll start taking it here. So I don't necessarily have to get next to this white one. I can pick any one of these that I want. Oh, I didn't realize she was parking. My bad, sorry. You might want to put your hazards on. If you're going to be parking, put your hazards on. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. She's parking too. She just didn't put her hazards on, so I don't know what the hell she's doing. Sorry. All right, so now I want to get this diagonal spot. So this diagonal spot's going to be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to have to take one. If I want one of these diagonals, I'm going to take it this way. turn it all the way left. And then as soon as I see the diagonal the spot kind of start coming up, I gotta start turning it the other way. So right now, as I'm looking right here, I kind of got it right there, right? So I'm gonna move this thing over to the right. Just a little bit, because I gotta start playing it. I gotta start playing the angle. So I need to get this thing angled. So I'm gonna go to the right. And once I play the angle just enough to see the spot that I'm going into, I can start backing into it. So I see the angle, I see the spot that I need. I can do one or two things. Take it this way. Grab the angle that I want, right? I see the spot that I want, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I can see exactly where I'm going. I don't have to play it too hard. I don't got any trucks over here on this side, so I think I'm good. So let me just go ahead and play the angle a little bit. I see it, so let me move it a little bit more. Move the trailer a little bit more to the left. And then as soon as I get it into the box right next to that white truck, then I take it hard there. So now that I got the angle, I just keep going all the way left. If I need to, I can straighten it out. I got plenty of room over here. There's nothing over here that's bothering me. So now I just kind of take it in, let it go straight, let the truck get straight, and then I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit hard right here. So see right there, I can either cut now or wait just a little bit. I got enough room to where I can kind of cut it a little bit to this side. Let it get the diagonal on the inside here, and then I'm gonna have to cut it hard. As soon as I see that my trailer's kind of sitting there in the box, I can cut it hard right and finish it off. I know that I'm not gonna hit the guy on the other side because I had enough room to cut it. If I'm gonna hit him, then that means that if I was gonna hit him, I would have already hit him. What I can do though, is I can straighten it out a little bit if I feel like I am, so that I can see where I'm at, where he's at, right? So if I feel like I was gonna hit him at all, I can take it a little bit wider, right? Pull up a little bit more. Now here, I can see it, right? I know where my gap is. So now I just go a little bit left to kind of turn the trailer a little bit more on the inside of the spot. Once I know that I'm in there, I'm pretty in there pretty good now. Let me get a little bit more in. Now I can take it all the way right. And by the time I'm straight by the time I'm back under the trailer, I should be straight into the spot. All right, about as straight as I think I can be. I don't know what this girl's doing. I think she's tripping. It's okay. Let her go. Let her do her thing. And me. So now I can just straighten it out if I need to. Now that I can see where I'm at. There's nobody next to me, so I don't gotta worry about that. But just kind of straighten it out a bit, kind of guide it in, play it in just a little bit. If you want to straighten it out, you can straighten it out. Just keep doing that. And then you get it straight. There you go. So now I'm straight. So now all I gotta do if I want is just kind of get under it and just kind of let it guide it into the spot. And then just drive it in, make sure I don't hit anything on this side. I'm pretty good over here. Boom, we're good to go. So then you park it, and you're good to go there. So that's a diagonal spot. The diagonal spots can be kind of tricky if you're not paying attention to your angles that you're in. The key thing is that you just gotta watch where your trailer's going. You may have to snake it a little bit. You may have to play with it, but you don't want to overshoot on your setup, because once you overshoot a diagonal on the setup, it's going to be really, really hard to get it back. So watch how this ego guy here, like I think he wants one of these too, right? Well, if he does, he's not taking the right angle. He's not taking a good angle at it. So that's going to be a problem for him. When you don't take a good angle, you're going to have these kinds of issues with it. So then you're going to have to start all over again. So that's a diagonal back. So let's do one more, which is gonna be kind of a straight pull through. I showed you how to do a diagonal pull through. The other one's a straight pull through. I'm gonna go see if I can find one of those, and we'll see if we can do it. See, this guy also wants a diagonal, but it's one of those things that you set up too hard, you're gonna go too far. Like you can't do it this way. If you see, you got to go a little bit further before you try to get around it, because you're gonna try to get around it and you're not gonna be able to get around it. Is this the same person? You know what, guys? I think this is the same person. If it is, I'm gonna go help them out real quick because they're having some trouble. Oh, maybe not. Maybe she's got it. I say right there, she's got to start cutting. If she cuts all the way left now, she won't have this problem. See, now she's gonna straighten out a little too much, and now she's gonna be too far back over here again. You gotta cut it the other way, because now you're getting too close to this white truck. So now you're gonna still have to pull it back again, and then get under it. Now get under it, quick. There you go. I think she got it that time. Now she might be too close to this white truck still, so she may need to pull it back just a little bit. Oh, okay. No. Oh man, getting really, really close to that white truck. Really, really close. I'm not sure if it's the same person. It might be a different person, but they got it that time. I don't know if it's the same person or not, but yeah. So anyways, guys, let's go to the next one. You got to see another diagonal there, so that's how you do that. Now it's the same person. They wanted a second try at it. So yeah. So anyways, let's go. So we make sure that nobody's coming. Make sure that we can pull out of here real nice. If you want to nose into any one of these, you do the same thing that I showed you earlier. You just kind of take it wide and then get your truck and trailer into the spot. Take it a little bit wide out and then cut it in. So now we're gonna come over here, and hopefully that spot that I had earlier is still there, because that's a good practice spot to show you how to get into a straight pull through versus a diagonal one. The diagonal pull throughs to me are the easier ones. It's the ones that are straight like this, where you basically have to turn your entire truck and trailer together to get it to go in perfectly without hitting anything. So on these, the setup for these is you want to take it as wide as possible. So utilize all the space on this side. So let's take a look here. You see, you got that truck right there with that beam. So we're gonna take it left because we want to go left. We got all this space to work with. Utilize it all. Don't even fret on not using the space. It's gonna come in handy. So to get this spot here, right, I'm at a little bit of an angle. I'm not really straight. So where you see that truck with the beams right there, that's where you want to target. So you want to target your truck to be about right on it like that, because then that means that your trailer is going to be right here. So then what you want to do, that guy's looking at me, he's like, what the hell is this guy doing? So I want to get in between that Hirschbach and this oversize. It's going to be kind of tricky. We're going to try it. But you want to get a little bit ahead of that oversize, and you want to cut it hard left. You're going to have to cut it. I may have cut it a little bit too far, to be honest. We'll see here. I may have cut it a little bit too far. I think as I was trying to demonstrate it to you, I think I cut it a little bit too far, but we'll see. But really, you want to cut as hard as you can, because you want to get this trailer around, right? So then once you get into the spot, you watch what's going on the right and the left, because now your trailer is going to come with you as you go into the spot. So you get kind of close here, right? Then you start taking it over to the left. Once you get in, you take it over. It looks like you're going to hit the trailer, but you're not. Then once you get into the spot, start taking it a little bit over to the right. Once you got it over, once you got in, you got all this, you got this space to work with here, and you can see what you're working with in between you and the other truck next to you. So now all you got to do is just go straight, and your trailer is going to come with you. If you feel like it's not, move it a little bit over to the right. You move it a little bit over to the right, your trailer is going to come right with you. Watch where you're going here. Make sure you don't hit your mirrors on the other guy's mirror or the trailer. Then once you got it, all you got to do is just kind of trail it. Bring your trailer with you. Once again, you're watching to make sure that you're not going to hit this guy's truck. See how we got really, really close over here? So I might be pretty close to his mirror, right? So if I want to, I can move back a little bit. I can move over here to the left because I got space over here. and make sure I don't hit his mirror. Okay, didn't hit his mirror. And then if you want to straighten it out, like, because you're in the box right here, so if you wanted to, you could just park it and say, I'm done, I'm good, I don't feel like messing with it. But if you want to straighten it out and make sure that you're straight in the box, you're not crooked, like this, in this scenario, all I would have to do is just kind of pull a little bit to the left, then do a little bit to the right. Watch it on the other side just to make sure. Pull through just a little bit, keep the wheel straight now. Now I'm perfectly straight into the box. And I could even open it up a little bit here on this side if I want to. And then now I can just kind of back up. So then what I'll do here is I'll do the same thing. I'll just kind of put my flashers on, and now I can come back and move back. I want to close this space just a little bit, right? I know that I don't have a lot to play with on the other side. So play it into the left, all the way to the right. Make sure I stay in the box. It's going to open up the space just a little bit, enough for me to not be so close to this gentleman over here on the left. So play it in just a bit. I'm gonna make sure that I don't end up too close to his mirror. I'm not gonna stay right here. I'm probably gonna go to back to one of those diagonal spots to end the day. But I just wanted to give you all a good little demonstration on how that works. So then from here, like I said, if you're comfortable with how close you are to this guy on the left, then you can stop where I'm at, where I'm gonna stop. And you can stop like right here. And right here would be about the middle. But as you can see, my door is pretty close here. So if I open the door, chances are it might hit his trailer. So I would need to open up the gap over here a little bit, but as you can see, there's not a lot of space in between there. I only have a little bit to open up the gap. So would I park here right now? Like I said, it's up to you. If you're comfortable with how close you are over here on this side, you can end it and end the day. You're fine. Otherwise, if you want to cut open that space, just pull out a little bit and then kind of, pull out, kind of snake it a little bit to open up the space over here and close the gap over here. But obviously, if you close the gap over here, you're gonna, you might be closer over here to this guy because this guy parked a little bit closer to the line. So that means that if you close the gap over here, you're gonna be close. Either way, you're close to somebody because of how this guy on the right parked his truck. He parked it really close to the line. So that's how you do that. So we can do one more, because I think I can make it happen. So let's do one more. So the last thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out now. Last one is we're gonna go ahead and do just a 45 or 90, depending on how this is gonna fit. So we're gonna pull out of here real nice and easy. I wanna make sure, because I'm really close to this guy, I'm gonna pull a little bit over to the right. I wanna make sure I don't hit the back end of his trailer pulling out. And then I'm gonna turn it to the right. Oh man, I'm gonna come in here kind of close. So what I'm gonna have to do here is actually just kind of take this space, because I'm really close and I don't have enough pull-out room. I'm just gonna kind of go this way. I'm gonna go through the lot here. This is not necessarily ideal. You don't really want to have to do this, but in this situation, it was a lot better to do this than to try to turn it left, because I was probably gonna hit that guy's trailer. So just go around here, take your trailer with you. We want to go that way, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it right. Nobody coming that way to the right, so we can go ahead and do it. And we'll turn it right. We got enough space. The good thing with CFI is that you got the spot here on the trailer, so that it shows you when you're getting too close to a jackknife. When you're getting too close to a jackknife, you'll see your cab extender get on the spot. That's telling you that you're about to jackknife the hell out of your truck and trailer if you keep going. But yeah, that was a pretty tight one, but that's how you do that. It's all about patience and knowing how much space you got, and using your mirrors to make sure that that you just be patient with yourself. So now what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna finish it off with a. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of a 90 to get into one of these spots right here in the back row. So to do that, let this FedEx guy go. To do that, I'm just gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna pick a spot, right? So I can either pick right here, one of these spots, or I can pick one of those. Either way, it's going to be the same thing. But the closer you get to the back, the more or less you're going to have to account for those trucks over there and the trucks over here. Not just trucks over here, but the trucks over there. The closer you get to these angles over here. So for this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and pick. This one right here. So we're gonna do, because I'm looking at how much space I got, I'm gonna pick this one right here next to this white truck right here. Or you know what? I don't feel like messing with him, so I'm gonna pick it right here. So we're gonna do it right here. So when we want this spot here, we're gonna move up just a little bit. See? Oh, see? Man, I was gonna say I wanted to show you on demonstration on a 45. I could still do it. I just don't want to freak this guy out because I don't want him to freak out. So let's just do it this way. I'll tell you what, we'll save that for another day. We'll do this right here. So if I want this spot right here, this is easy. This is just a straight back. So I can start turning this bad boy to the right now. I got all this space right here, right? So then all I want to do, if I want to get this thing straight, just kind of take it a little bit over here. Take it a little bit over. And now I want to turn this thing and I want to just kind of point my trailer straight. I want to point my truck straight. I want to go a little bit to the right. You're looking in your mirrors to see where that straight spot is. And then you're just kind of going a little bit. You're kind of going straight. You're kind of watching to see what's happening. Once you see the spot that you want right there, right? That's the spot right there. I'm not necessarily straight, but I can get it straight by the time I get there. So I can either keep going straight to the point where my trailer is just nice and straight, or I can just say, you know what, I'm gonna back it up now. So let's honk, just to let people know that I'm coming back. So I need to go a little bit to the left, not a lot, just slight to the left. I'm already, there you go, right there. That's a slight left. So now I can see the other line on the other side, so a little bit more to the left. Slight baby turns, nothing too crazy. And we're going this way. I think that guy thought I was honking, and I was like, no, I'm just trying to make sure I don't hit you. A little bit more to the left. Baby turns will get you where you need to go. So let's go this way. All right, cool. Now we can cut it the other way, and now it should be even on both sides. So now all you gotta do is just drop it back. Keep the wheel straight. Keep the wheel straight, and then just drop it back. Go slow, nice and easy. You know, don't go too fast because you never know when something might be behind you. That was a good one. If you feel your trailer drifting, just slightly turn the wheel. Don't overturn. You overturn, you're gonna get yourself all messed up. All right, so there we go. So now, just roll it back. You know, you're paying attention to what's going on back there. There's no poles or nothing, so you're not gonna hit a pole. But take it nice and easy. So you roll back. You know that your tire is probably going to hit the curb, so you might feel that. I wouldn't let your tire hit the curb. I just kind of go about right there. That's probably good. That way your tire doesn't hit the curb. You don't want to accidentally pop your tire. And then you park it and you're done. That's those. Anytime you can get a straight back or a pull through, those are always going to be the ones you want. Those are always going to be the ones where, you know, you're going to want to go for first. The easiest ones. The pull throughs like these over here are the easiest ones to get through. If there's nothing on the other side, then they're really easy to just kind of drive through. These diagonals, they can seem intimidating, but they're not that hard. If you just make sure you take the right angle, you'll be just fine, and you won't have to worry about anything. A lot of people, they freak out because, you know, it's kind of a weird angle, but as long as you know how to angle your truck and work it in, you'll be just fine. But yeah, I mean, I did 3 of them, so I wanted to give y'all 3. I wish I could have shown y'all a kind of more 90-degree one, but it's okay. I mean, we'll do that another time. But yeah, so I showed you the diagonal pull through, the diagonal back, and then I showed you, actually I showed you 4, didn't I? I showed you the diagonal pull through, I showed you the diagonal back, I showed you how to do a pull through, but at a when you're vertical going into a horizontal row. I showed you how to do that. And then I showed you how to do this straight back, if you see a straight back. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself on this, man. Guys, I've just been getting much better at this stuff. I'm very proud of myself, how good I've gotten at this. But the key to all this stuff is just to make sure that you understand how your truck moves with the trailer. If you understand how your truck moves with the trailer, everything becomes so much easier. Backing, turning, all of that just becomes 10 times more easier when you understand how the truck and the trailer move together. If you're just driving the truck, you're gonna run into a lot of tight problems where you're gonna have to be readjusting too many times. If you understand how to position your trailer correctly before you even get into a back or pull through, it'll be 10 times easier. Adjust your mirrors correctly, utilize all your mirrors, adjust them correctly to make sure that you're using them right, and then you're just fine. And as always, if you always need to, always get out and look. Don't ever be intimidated to do that. Get out and look. It's a lot better to get out and look than to hit somebody and apologize afterwards, right? So yeah. But yeah, guys, I thought I would just go through that. I felt pretty good. It's a pretty nice day. It's pretty clear right now. But right now I'm in a paid parking spot and I don't want to pay. So I'm gonna so I'm gonna pull out of here, wrap around, and get into one of these free diagonal spots. Well, y'all guys have a great day, and I'll see y'all soon. Keep the rubber side down and that metal side up, peoples. I'll see you later.